What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our The Outer World series on hard difficulty, our very first time playing. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, we went into outer space for the first time, and now, I don't know if I would consider this a planet, but we are in a new area, and we have to check in with customs. An officer's spine. That's new. The pulse hammer's new. The security blade. Got a pickaxe. I feel like we're doing pretty good on weapon parts, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sell all of this stuff. We do have some junk we can sell. Okay, so some of that stuff's cool. What do we have over here? Sawed-off shotgun, a light assault rifle. Okay, nothing really good here. Let's talk to Corporal Leonard Wheeler.
Identification, please.
Present Hawthorne's ID. Here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker.
Oh no.
His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Oh no, Udom is the one who was sending all those messages to the actual Hawthorne. He's gonna realize that we're not Hawthorne. Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way.
Okay.
I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations.
Oh.
If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great. I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sick bay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Her shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Seems like there's some tension between the board and Groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
It's hard to miss.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Why can't Groundbreaker and the board just work together?
You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
Sounds complicated.
Sounds like, yeah. But from where I sit, it's all coming through loud and clear. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
Okay. The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
What can you tell me about Udon Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
We like that. What do you know about Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Okay. I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
How does Halcyon Holdings work anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm new around here.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you.
Something like that.
Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
How does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Runs most of the system.
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only...
Okay.
Seems like every year the board...
Yep. Got it.
Glad to help.
I'm looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
How about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
Okay, that's all I need to know about work.
All right.
I'm looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
The Lost Hope. Got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Okay, see you around. Thanks for all the help,
See you
guy.
soon, you.
That was very nice of you. Okay, that's the Commandant.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Just getting my bearings. What do you do here?
This is the security desk, sir. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sanita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Do you do, I don't know, tours or something? Why can't you take incident reports?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Do you do, I don't know, tours or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sanita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
Okay. All right. Any chance you'll change your mind?
Well, let me think about it for a minute. No?
You don't sound awfully sure of that.
We got a lot of rules to follow. Hard to remember them all sometimes.
Okay. It's fine. I take your meeting.
Appreciate it. You being so understanding and all.
We'll get back there eventually. What if some of that contraband's mine and I'm here to claim it?
That'd be awful weird. On account of you should be locked up back here too then.
Back to my other questions.
All right.
I bet you've got seized contraband from all over the system locked up back there.
Sure. And stuff from outside the system too. Off the interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardettes on duty here.
Okay.
All right.
A lot of freighters come through the station. Must keep you busy.
Less than there used to be. Fewer freighters passing through these days. I spend some shifts just listening to the wireless.
Why aren't as many freighters coming through?
Search me. I mean, don't search me, because that's my job. Get it? I reckon you'd have to ask the folks in Byzantium.
Okay, see you around. What the heck, Parvati? A quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will help prevent immediate hostilities.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Okay. Well, we'll give that a moment. I wouldn't mind doing the quest. Although I do kind of want to check this out.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
So what's it like working security detail on a space station?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Whoa, alright. Just trying to make conversation.
I'm not here for a chat. Now get moving before I see you moved.
What's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Sounds real chatty now. Why Mardet and not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
What bounties do you have available?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal.
Okay.
Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one, but 2 officers.
Flying under the influence of illegal substances?
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
And he, assaulting 2 officers.
Kicked one right in the kneecap while he poked the other in the eyes. McRed's lucky we're too backlogged right now to hunt him down ourselves. But if our resources clear up and we catch him before some contractor does, I fully plan to lock him in ISO with them 2 officers he wounded. Thinking he won't like that one bit.
Any leads on where I might find McRed?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Why don't you send a Mardet to apprehend him?
Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks.
I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Okay, I'll be on my way.
Carry on.
Carry on. You got it, lady. You got it. This is already modified. Tinker. Oh, right, we're using the old reliable now. We're not even using this. Okay, we can break this down then. Although we could probably sell it for a decent amount. We'll just break it down.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
Oh, the ID. There we go. You have found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. Okay, I would like to try this. It's not like something we have to equip, is it? Holographic disguise activated. Trespassers will be shot on sight and fined. Shot on sight and fined? Your holographic shroud is activated to give you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see you and interrogate you. Talk your way out of interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Okay. Does that resets though, right? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that, but it's cool to see how that works now. Is this a door? Ooh. Look at this place. Let's check back here first. I'm assuming all of this is stealing. That's barred. This looks like it's parkourable. Maybe not. I don't think so.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hardworking citizens. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
Okay. Halcyon News. Media circus surrounds circus time clowns. The politics of Tossball has grown increasingly turbulent of late, with the circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team. Asked to comment to the upheaval, the Owners League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in their organizational rearrangement. When questioned about the values of this overhauled team, a representative from Clowns stated that their goals remain the same as ever. Toss, ball, win, repeat. Chairman salutes Earth Minister Clark. Chairman Rockwell took time out from his busy schedule today to talk to us about Minister Clark and his impact on the colony. Working with Minister Clark has been truly wonderful these past 8 years, he said. His predecessor did a fine job, but Clark's brilliance cannot be overstated. The early retirement program is just the latest in a long line of initiatives he has spearheaded that will ensure Halcyon continues to be the envy of all the outer colonies. We couldn't agree more, Mr. Chairman.
Got it. Inside voices.
Inside voices. Ah. Aha. I don't think we're gonna risk all the ammo. But we did get a key card. Wherever the heck that's for.
Glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types.
Rizzo's Mock Apple Cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Our debts. Raider crew.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge.
It just me? Or has it been deader than usual around here?
Chief wants to reduce board traffic. Give tramp freighters more paths.
Are there enough tramps in Halcyon to make up the difference?
Alright, oh my good lord. Just drinking sapphire wine. I'm pretty sure that lady is in the Lost Hope. Locate a security terminal on the Groundbreaker. Ask Kaige-O about the SAM unit. Okay, let's actually go talk to Ada real quick, since we're still pretty close to the entrance. Let's go see what she has to say. Main menu, records. Arrivals. Cleo Freighter hauling Tabacorn, dues paid. Rizzo Freighter hauling Purpleberry everything, dues paid. Freelancer possibly Sublight, dues paid. Freelancer definitely Sublight, dues waived. Unreliable, business unknown, impounded, Hawthorne ship but no Hawthorne. Wonder what happened there. But no Hawthorne. Interesting. Departures. Freelancer, Sublight. Freelancer, none. Deadbeat at the rest and go. Insisted once again that he's part of the crew, but they acted like they didn't know him. Spacer's Choice Freighter delivered Callahan's new mask. Messages. Security, these conditions. This is a joke, right? I'm forwarding this around the station and no one thinks you're real. And if you are, welcome to Groundbreaker, asshole. These are different. These conditions aren't fit for cysty pigs. You honestly expected me to share a berth with some junker flown by a freelancer? I am a company man and I demand company accommodations. Auntie Cleo would give you such a withering glare if she saw how you treated her two-time employee of the month. Yes, that is me. You signed a social contract when you gave me clearance to land. I asked for what is mine by right. Room to breathe, a heated berth so I can walk around barefoot, and service with a smile. You've given me 1 out of the 3. I'll give you until I hit send to rectify this error. Harassment. Hey, I landed like 15 minutes ago and this crazy guy with no shoes on has been throwing poop at my rig. Like actual poop. Can I open fire or what? Don't bother, we're on our way. Okay. Some crazies over here.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Oh, right.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about it.
Oh, there she is. Forgot we're impounded. This notice has been posted to inform the captain and crew of the Unreliable that it has been impounded by Groundbreaker Security and Customs on behalf of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Any inquiries related to this vessel and its status should be made to one Udon Bedford in the Halcyon office found on the promenade. Dang, we can't talk to Ada. I forgot about that. Duh. Okay, let's go drinking sapphire wine first. We'll start checking out all these little areas and zones and talking to all the people. Well, maybe it's not back there. So what do we have in here then?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
There's Vera.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
What's the heat issue I hear people complaining about?
The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Sounds like you might have an issue with your thermal control system.
Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
What do you need radiators for?
They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade.
How long's it been like this?
Weeks? I lost track. Too law-damn long.
Law damned. Who's in charge of fixing it?
Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up.
Maybe I can do something about that.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
What do you know about Chief Junlei?
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
All the traders in the system come through here. Heard anything interesting?
Some big shot down in Byzantium's holding auditions for a new adventure serial. So yay, another 6 of those next season.
I don't suppose you know a way I could get to Stellar Bay on Monarch.
Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corpse pulled back to Terra 2.
Do you know why?
It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off for fun. Might all be board propaganda, though.
Could be.
If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board don't like them that truck with Monarch. But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. She'll fix you up.
Let me see what you got.
What ain't I got?
That's a good question, lady. No weapons, no armor, just heals. Okay, I don't really think we need any of that stuff. Thanks for talking. Well, those aren't stealing.
Hey, Mr. Vicker. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
Colonials are always itching for a fight. If you're short on bits, you can work off.
Okay. That leads back around. But what do we have back here? Lost Hope Bar keycard. Or if we have 56 hacking. Or that's lockpicking. But boom. Now we have it. And then we need stealth skills, right? Okay. It is stealth skills? Yes. And then... what is this? Mind? It's mind skills? Lockpick. It's mind and body. So if we use one of you, and use one of you, that drops us down to 2. Ooh, a ladder. Alright, everybody inside. Come on. What is this? Tactical shotgun. Reno. We'll steal everything they got. Grenade launcher. What do we have up here? Oh, this is the barred way. Right? Oh, is he feared?
Don't mess with us.
Antipillar. Whoa. Ooh, I wonder where that leads. Work order. Maintenance work order. Varys says the Lost Hope's plumbing is acting up again. Take a gander at the usual spot. While you're there, someone locked their key behind a door. It's the locked one. Once you're ready for a challenge, come back and we'll discuss the radiators for the 100th time. That explains why they're not getting fixed.
Someone there? Help!
I'll keep quiet.
Okay. So that all just leads to one another. So this just opens up here.
If you can hear me, please hurry. The toilets overflowed on me at least twice.
Well done.
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
Are you alright, dude? What the heck?
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Thanks again, friend.
How long were you in there?
Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually 2 things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me.
I did you a favor. What are you going to do for me?
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
Are you going to pay up or are you going to stand there smelling like crap?
Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you? Or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well?
Keep your pants on.
I will. I will preserve my dignity. No one can take that away from me.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up. But I want the XP, dang it. The heck is this taking us now?
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I will take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity.
We can't. Oh god, can't actually go up there. Okay, so where the heck is this gonna take me now?
I guess they just chuck it down here.
That's falling poop. Where the heck are we? Okay, we're on the other side here. I don't know where that goes.
How about I stay up top? Watch, okay?
So that's like trash? Frozen dinner. Yeah, I'm sure that's completely, Ooh, the rest and go key card. There we go. Alright, what's this? Frankie got a lead on some local salvage. One of the Groundbreaker's old hangars was bricked over until someone found it by poking around the stevedore's quarters. Lilia gave us the go-ahead to plant her flag once we clear out the new arrivals. I'm sending you to scout. Look for a loose panel. You got to climb on top of their bunks and head toward the back wall. Lilia says we should watch our back. She thinks we are being tailed. In other words, typical Lilia. Okay. There's a panel? Where was that at? Heavy machine gun. That's new. Okay.
Hey, how'd you get back there?
Oh, hey.
Traffic's down all over.
Where?
Their manufacturer.
Where were all the people sleeping? That was back here, wasn't it? There's the loose panel.
For the following story.
How do we get up there? Here. How the heck is that stealing?
Well, well, well. What fine treasures might await us in here?
Nice.
Sometimes violence is the only way.
Oh, that's so sick. Awesome. Alright, workbench. We are going to modify this heavy machine gun for sure. You already have an increased magazine size. Firing noise, we want critical damage, sure. I highly doubt you have a high crit chance though, but probably won't be getting very many headshots with you. Repair hanger keycard. Okay, so that's how we get back here. Dang, that was all from reading that note. That's how we were able to find this. That's cool. Okay, let's check down here first. Oh, this reminds me of Fallout. I feel like I should be putting my power armor right there. Alright, where does this little area go? Oh, is this the hammer? Is this the science weapon? Main menu, logs. Aberrant interference. Discovery. While rummaging through the back bays, I discovered a very old hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. A little bit of elbow grease and determination pried it open, but I couldn't make heads or tails of my discovery. A prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I've brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when my eyes are closed. Mystery. I've spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are state-of-the-art. Thermal, electrical, and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There's a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I have yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I have lost several teeth. I have had the most sublime prismatic dream since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blondiet's elusive N-rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4. Shock, plasma, corrosion, and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental nodes. I must take greater care with future experiments. Annihilation. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognize its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony, and that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. Jock weapons R&D department. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skill is increased. Whoa. 103. Special effect knockdown. Wait, out of curiosity. Yeah, your crit chance is, I mean, your crit chance is 20%. That's not bad. Your crit damage is 162. Okay. Why is it only 103? Doesn't even look like we can mod it. What's so special about this thing? Doesn't look like we should be using that. Huh. Do we check it out, maybe? And we never use melee weapons anyways. That's a better hammer for, Parvati. Cool. Okay, well, we accidentally got that quest done just by exploring. Okay, so we've been in the Lost Hope. Now for the Rest and Go. Which apparently we found a keycard for.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
Do you have red eyes? Or are those just brown? How do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
How's life on Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
How does Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
I'll be on my way. We have keys for these? Alright, everybody, you know what? I'm gonna pull you guys in here, because I don't want you opening. Alright, you guys should hold now, right? Oh, okay, you can tell them to go. Nice. Yeah, don't open the door on me, please. Standard, whoa. Oh no. We need like multiple keys. Ah. +7 sneak. We never equipped our different armor. Oopsies, that could have been bad. Although this armor is almost as good. Huh. Cool.
Sure.
So we can tell them to move, but then if we hold
On my
it,
way.
they follow us. I got you. I see what's going down here. You didn't have anything to trade, did you?
Still getting acquainted? Can't go wrong if you stick to the promenade.
No, you did not. Okay. We have elite troop armor. Advanced bullet defensive helmet. Ordnance control. Okay, we have some solid armor here. Nice. Ooh. Okay. Cool stuff there. And some weapons that are mid. Okay. Nothing too crazy there. Alright, who is this gal? I still don't know what X does.
I've got this.
I'm going.
I don't want no trouble.
Rizzo's purple-berry.
So X means attack?
On my way.
Will that eventually go away? Can I talk to you? Damn, dude. That was a complete accident. Oh no. How far back is this? So far, isn't it? So far. Let me save the game real quick. It's 4 minutes. Let's check it. Okay, we found out what the X ability is. It's just attack. Okay, we quick saved here. Now we can kind of see what's in here. But now we know we have limited keys until we find the next one. Which is cool. believe we've taken everything. Okay, then we checked that. We went back here, grabbed this stuff. Alright, does this guy even have anything to say? Yeah, we can talk to him at least.
Now see here, I'm...
Okay.
What was I doing again?
No, we can't really talk to him, but I didn't... Yeah. We don't want to attack him. What the heck do we have back here? Why is there hidden rooms in everywhere? Why do I feel like I'm about to get electrocuted? Is this security? Medical bay key card.
You're keeping your uniform clean?
Thanks. Okay. So now if we go back... Okay, we'll check this out at a later time. But it's good to know that we can go back there. I don't want to do like any of the stealth stuff because I want to see what we can get done with questing first. I've served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. Far as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live, and if no one agrees to take me on as crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. Well, that's sad.
I don't have time for this.
Don't make any smart...
Hey.
Okay, this is Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Let's see what you got for sale.
Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler. But she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Oh, really? Ooh, salvagers help. I mean, that's a super expensive weapon. But it looks like it does acid damage and makes bleed. 660 DPS? Are you kidding me? Oh my lord. A flamethrower would be sick. Battered Mardet. An old data pad once used by the Groundbreakers Mardet security forces. From the accumulated dust and grime, this hasn't been accessed for over a decade. Hephaestus Mining Archive Cartridge. This data cartridge contains the public records of Hephaestus Mining's outpost on Skyla. It can be viewed using the captain's terminal on the Unreliable. The old data pad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. August 7th, 2344, responded to a code ID 10T at the Last Hope. Vera asked us to bounce some back bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the rung leech back down to the bays. He fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Sunita. October 25th, had another run-in with the Rung Leech from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing. Locked himself into the repair bay off of docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some crap while we were trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Whole head's gotta come out eventually. Okay, so that was just about the hammer, I take it. I'm gonna buy this weapon. 660 is insane. I'm going for it. Screw it. We're balling. Plasma rifle. Bolt pistol. You'd have to upgrade you. Yeah, it doesn't say what the... So this must mean like it's a tool or something? Those are the vibes I'm getting. Let's sell all our junk. Make some of that money back at least.
Great law, is it hot in here? Or is it just my glands acting up again?
Oh, that's from the Weapons for the Void. Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
10,000? Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here. Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Maybe it's some sort of automated message.
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
If it's a corporate town with something to hide, why the SOS?
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
So you need someone to snoop around for you.
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
I'll stop by if I find anything.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Okay. Ask you about something else?
What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and continue talking with
Anytime,
her.
sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
We'll finish talking to her next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.